Good morning. My name is Jillian and welcome to the C4 News. At C4, we are all about spreading good news. Not just the good news of Jesus, but the great things that are happening each week here at our church and in our community. Just a reminder of our special events coming up. On March 28th in the evening, we have 905 featuring Starfield. Let's hear from Josh on that event.
So on November 22nd, 2009, we had our first ever 905 event here at C4, and we were totally overwhelmed with the response. It really all started with just a simple vision, and when the vision was just shared with a few people, it kind of caught on like wildfire, and all of a sudden people started kind of saying, what can I give, what can I do, how can I get involved in this event? And it was just amazing to see the church come together and unite, and it really wasn't about us or about what we were doing here at Carruthers Creek. It was really about extending our hand to the world and just saying, look, we're here and we care. Right when we kicked off the event, it was awesome just to look out and see every seat in the place filled. It was just such a response of God's goodness. Well, I think really at the heart of the vision of what we do and why we do it is really just the fact that we want to see others come to know the same life-changing love of Jesus that's radically changed my life and the rest of the team and so many people here as a church and as a ministry. And that's really why we do the event for free. We really want to just invite everyone to come and be a part of it. The whole production itself took months to get together, and when it came to production weekend, it was amazing to have over 75 volunteers here giving their time, moving cases, setting up the lighting rig, serving food to those who were visiting with us. And it's just so great when the church can come together and just go and do and go and serve. And that's really our heart behind the ministry. The thing I've really come to appreciate about Starfield over the years is just their heart to reach out to people and to see their music change and impact people. 905 is the night of worship and music where we extend our hand to the community and say, come check out what's going on here. This is what the church is about, and this is what God promises and the call that God has in our lives. And we're really excited to be having Pastor John Thompson back with us again at this event.
We as a ministry are really excited. I mean, Easter's right around the corner, and want to challenge you, and we're challenging ourselves, bring family and friends out to find out what Jesus is really about at this 905 event. Take the time, think about it. It's an amazing time to invite family and friends out.
So on Sunday, March 28th, join us here at C4 for 905, featuring special guests Starfield and worship with the 905 team. It starts at 6 p.m., so make sure to get here early, and the event is completely free. See you there.
On April 2nd, we have two Good Friday services at 9:09 and 11:11, and April 4th is our Easter Sunday with all three services. April 18th, we have our Missions Focus Sunday with the Toronto Mass Choir and guest speaker George Verwer. This week, remember to pray for the team serving in Roatan, Honduras on a short-term missions trip. There is another missions trip going to Costa Rica this May, and there are still a few spots left. The team will be constructing an aqueduct to bring clean water to the community of Boca Cohen. There will also be opportunities to minister to the community and participate in one or more shoebox distributions. Please prayerfully consider this unique opportunity. If you have ever thought of going on a missions trip or simply want to know how to talk to people about God in your local community, why not check out the one-day seminar this April 10th called Communicating the Gospel Across Cultures. Topics include Who is My Neighbor and What in the World is God Doing? Cost is $8. Dave and Jennifer Adams just recently returned from their trip to Uganda. Let's hear from them as they share some of their experience.
Hi, well, it's great to be able to share a little bit about what we did in Uganda and our time there. My primary role while we were in Uganda was to work with the refugee pastors, and those are pastors who are refugees themselves, but who also minister to other refugees. And most of my day was taking up encouraging them and then also teaching them.
My main role was working with the refugee women. These women are mainly single women who have run from the Congo. Most of them have been gang raped. Many of them have babies from these rapes. So we were teaching them as well as giving them gifts to take home, just things like rice and beans and sugar. We brought a lot of things here from Canada, wonderful donations from the Common. My heart just broke at that when I look at the excess that we have here in our country, and our biggest concern is, what color we're going to paint our kitchen, and these people want to know how they're going to eat tomorrow.
Well, one of the things that we continue to do is in my volunteer role with international teams, I'm the Canadian Program Director for Uganda, and so part of my job is to mobilize churches and individuals who might have an interest in what's going on in the country of Uganda.
I've started a non-profit business called African Souls, and I am importing Kenyan sandals, and I plan on selling those on a website. So all the money will go back to these ladies in Uganda.
To all of the people who supported us from C4, thanks for those of you who knew we were going and prayed for us. And certainly your prayers were definitely much needed and answered by God in just real tangible ways while we were there. And a special thanks to the GOT and just for their interest in what's going on in our lives, but also in the country of Uganda. My hope and my prayer is that that relationship would continue, and we're going to be going back multiple times, and there will be opportunities for people just like you who are watching this to get involved. By praying, by perhaps supporting us in what we're doing. But also there's an open invitation for people if you want to get involved and you want to come along and see what God is doing in the country of Uganda. You can do that, but it'll change you. It'll leave a mark on your heart and in your mind and in your soul. But there's an open invitation to get involved. So if you'd like to know more, just talk to either one of us and we'd be glad to talk your ear off on this subject.
Thanks, Dave and Jennifer. The last thing I want to highlight is the Global Outreach Display Wall, which is where I am right now. Located right across from the library, and it's here for you to check out what missionaries and organizations we support. It's a beautiful display from our Global Outreach team, and we encourage you to take a look at this wall and see all the great things that are happening through the missions we support at C4. That's it for this week. Remember to read your bulletin and check the website at www.carrutherscreek.ca.